Okie dokie then. I have no idea how to start this. So first of all, I'm just going to say there's going to be a lot of spoilers because I want to talk about the series finale of Durarara. Just aired earlier today and I've been hyped to talk about it. But I have no idea how to start this because, like, holy crap, it happened. It happened. It was a good ending. I am so happy for that. Like, it was a really good ending. The way that they resolved everything and just tied up all the loose ends and just, oh my god, it was a good ending and I was so happy. Like, I was worried about seeing this episode because, like, we had been left on a lot of cliffhangers, which was, like, nerve-wracking, and I was excited for this final episode, but I was also really sad, just for obvious reasons, like knowing it was the last episode was sad, and just I was hoping that everyone would be okay. It made it seem really unsure, but I was hoping, and oh my gosh, it was a good ending. I'm so excited. Like the whole thing with the trio, like they reunited finally, and Mikado, like, even though all this crazy stuff happened, Mikado was like a character from the time that we found out that he was the one that started the dollars. He took me on a freaking roller coaster because there was just times where I was like, Mikado, please, Mikado, just stop. And then, like, the episode where you see him, because we knew that he was going to meet up with Masaomi, like, in the last few episodes, we knew that he was going to meet up with Masaomi, and then Izumi freaking comes and gives him the gun. And the moment that I saw the gun, I was like, oh my god, he is going to shoot Masaomi. I'm like, freaking all this time that he spent trying to get them back together and whatever, I was like, oh my god, he's going to pull the gun on him. He's going to shoot him. All this time he spent, all this time, and he's just going to shoot him. He's his best friend. What even? And I was not expecting him to have the smaller gun. Which, by the way, I'd like to mention, if any other danger came up on the roof after he shot Masaomi's good leg, Masaomi would have basically been screwed because he couldn't use either one of his legs. But anyways, that's besides the point. I didn't expect Mikado to pull the gun on himself, first of all. But, like, just the other things that happened, like Celti, the exchange between Mikado and Celti that kind of snapped Mikado out of it, because she saved him. He did shoot himself, I guess, because I watched Chibi Review's video talking about this too, which he's way better at talking about this stuff, so you should watch his video instead. But basically, Celti, saved him from dying or whatever, and then the exchange they had, where it was basically like, Mikado thought that he was the cause of all the problems that were going on, but basically she said that she was, rather, because everyone was fighting over the head and whatever. So she was gonna leave and all this stuff, but then Shinra stops her in a really, really funny way, which I I thought was hilarious as well. How she's like walking off and having her serious moment. She's like, this is the right thing to do. I'm leaving. And then, Shinra had Shizuo fling him off the roof. He's like, you're gonna keep that promise you made. And so he flings him off the roof. And as Celti's having her moment and just being all serious, you see Shinra just fly past her like a freaking bird. Bird Shinra. And she like freaks out, the face that the head made in her arms. And she like jumps and goes to catch him. I thought it was really cute how when they landed too, she was like, you're an idiot. You're such an idiot. And she was like hitting him and stuff. But oh my gosh, I don't know, just the way that they finished everything was really, really good. The fight between Izai and Shizuo, that was crazy. Like, I knew that was going to get wacky, but, like, some of the stuff that happened during it, like, especially the way that it was resolved, like, I don't know, but the whole human baseball thing, that, I don't know why, but that kind of made me laugh a lot. But I mean, Izai was like, he was hit like a human baseball. He got his arms broken because he was distracted at the one point in the fight. He couldn't do anything else. And Shizuo, walked up with his vending machine. He was ready to end it. Like, he was ready to end Izai, okay? And so all of a sudden Verona shows up and I was like, what even? You just hear the stab sound and I was like, what was that? And then they just, oh my gosh. And then the whole flash bomb thing comes and, the thing was kind of resolved. And I was like, I was glad for that because even though we were kind of left a little bit unsure as to how Izaya will end up, because they said that they didn't know if he was going to make it. To be honest, I think that he's going to make it. And I honestly don't know if he's going to go back to being himself totally. Because, okay, in my mind, I like happy endings. Okay, so I was hoping that maybe the girl, because the girl that was in the back seat randomly shows up, which I thought was weird. She helped them into the car and they were leaving the city. But a part of me was like, I hope that this girl is gonna end up being the friend that Izaya needed. Because, like, ever since that one episode where the whole hot pot thing was brought up, where Izaya didn't have friends to have hot pot, Namie made that comment to him. Just his reaction to that, and then his reaction to things later on about the whole friends situation. There was just, like, a part of that just really broke my heart at times. And then hearing Shinra's freaking description of Izaya when the girl was asking about him, saying he's more human than anyone and whatever. I was like, oh my god, Izaya. Oh my gosh. So, honestly, I hope that he ends up okay, and maybe that girl, who knows? Weirder things have happened. That girl could end up being his friend. You never know. But, I don't know, just the whole thing with Celti and Shinra, because in the video that I had watched about the comments, he said that the episode was a lot based around Celti and stuff like that, which is true, because Celti is kind of the thing that made the whole thing go and whatever, and, like, Mikado kind of started losing it at the point where he realized that supernatural things exist and whatever. And so Mikado's development was really interesting from the very beginning, where he's like this innocent little jelly bean, all the way to the end where he lost his freaking mind, and then now he's kind of going back to being a little bit more normal. I was really happy about that. And the one scene where, like, after everything's resolved and Mikado got saved from shooting himself, and I was, like, really relieved, all of a sudden the creepy teacher guy shows up and he goes to freaking attack Henri, and then Mikado gets in the way. And not only does he stab him one time, he stabbed him, like, freaking what, like 5 or 6 times, and I'm like, are you kidding? I thought that my heart was safe, and then this happens. And, I mean, he ended up being okay, but in that moment, I was like, oh my god. But then later, as I was thinking about it, I thought that it was kind of interesting for Mikado to do that, and I kind of liked that he did it because, not liked that it happened, but I liked that he did it because that reaction kind of shows that he was wrong. Like, if he was willing to shoot Masaomi, then he would be willing to shoot Henri. It just showed that he was wrong, and it showed that he was kind of returning back to himself, in my opinion. That's how I took it anyways. Like, he got in the way of the knife and got stabbed instead of letting Henri get hurt. And I thought that that was kind of an indicator of him being himself again, which, I don't know, that's just my opinion. But I don't know, there was just a lot of things, like the conversation between Verona and Shizuo at the end was really, really cute. I ship them hardcore. They're so freaking cute. And just all in all, I just really love endings like this, where it's a happy ending and they kind of leave a lot of it to the imagination, but they also show you the characters moving on. Because, like, we got to see, like, most of the character stories well, not resolved totally, but you know what I mean. Because, like, I mean, the trio ends up back together, and that end scene where they're all holding hands in the hospital room, and Mikado's just got the tears in his eyes, and it's just so freaking cute. And I'm glad that they ended up getting reunited, and just the way that they kind of showed everything and showed the other characters moving on and whatever. I thought the ending was really great, and I love open endings like this for series like Durarara, because in my opinion, it's just the perfect way to end it. Like, there's kind of an indication that there will be more, like there's a continuation, but at the same time it was also the finale, and just, I don't know, I was really satisfied with the ending. I thought it was really awesome, and I'm so glad that I started watching Durarara a while ago. I'm so glad that I found the show, and yeah, I don't know, I was really satisfied with the ending, and it's really sad that it's over, but I was also really excited to see how everything was resolved. So anyways, I'm going to stop there. I could go on forever because there's just so many little things that I remember as I'm talking, and I'm like, oh yeah, and this. And I'm sure there's a bunch I missed, but for now I'll stop because, oh gosh, just my heart was on a roller coaster, and now there's just a void where Durarara was. Because it's like, I know that it's always there to watch and stuff, but there's just something about a series like ending, like actually hearing that word, that just, there's a void there. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys love the series if you watch it as well, or if you haven't seen it, you definitely should. I highly recommend it. It's a great series. And yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye for now, guys.